Hello everyone, I'll be right back. I gotta go post on my computer. There we go. Okay, awesome. Technical difficulties not averted, but hopefully only temporary. Please let me know if the music's too loud. Actually, it's slightly annoying me, so it's officially too loud. Womp. Alright, today is lentil crackers and mackerel salad because I'm craving fish for some reason, meaning I need omega-3s, I'm assuming. And yeah, I just ran out of onions, so this is going to be real interesting. I ran out of red onions, which I would usually use with fish, so we're at green onions. I'm cool with that. Yo, what's up? I'm making tuna and crackers, except I'm making my own crackers, so that's kind of cool. I tried one batch already, and it came out a little doughier than I wanted. However, I don't have a wire rack to put them on, so that's to be expected. However, making them into like even bread or just spreading them thinner, like they were damn good. So I'm like trying not to look at that batch of crackers because I was like, yeah, I was really enjoying this. Right, so let's get a bowl. I think I can just make endless bowl jokes and not destroy everything while I'm at it. Huh. And I'm going to start with l'oignon. I really like green onions, so. Oh, and so this is, these are red lentils. It's half a cup of split red lentils that I just covered with like fresh water, just preferably not from the sink, and salt. Probably like a tablespoon. I don't know if you're really supposed to use that much, just said salted water, so I was like, okay. And those turned out amazing. I actually had to add salt. Every onion, oh bless. I like your username. That's hilarious. This is true. I mean, but I embrace all onions, so really I would be using both of these and a shallot if I had a shallot. And I totally went by the store earlier, and I was like, no, I don't need anything. And now I'm like, I need mackerel salad. But that's okay because it helps me get creative, and I enjoy that a lot. So as I was about to take a sip of this, thinking it was my tea, I also threw a lemon in there, which I don't know if that's a great idea or not. But I'm doing this like the speedy way because you're supposed to do it. The ones I did earlier were overnight, so we're gonna see how quickly I can soften these. Thing said at least an hour, preferably overnight. So I figure if I add an acid to it, maybe it'll do something with the salt. Although it's kind of starting to look weird. If anyone knows anything about the science of that, please tell me because I don't want to die. Watch, I'm probably like fermenting something that's gonna, I don't know. That can't happen, right? I'm sure I'll be fine. All I know is they have some thing on them that'll make you sick if you eat it raw, but the second you cook them, you're good. I was like, okay. I guess you won't die from it most likely, but you can have some really not fun effects also. Oh wait, no, actually I don't, never mind. Never mind. I do need stock bag for making stock. These guys go in there. Feels like I'm in a, what's it called? Like a Wii, you know, the Nintendo lobby or whatever. Yes, I specifically chose music. So I was like, oh yeah, it'll be so relaxing. I'll make fish and listen to elevator music. And then think about all the vaporwave that needs to come with it. one of these days. I mean, honestly, I just get this feeling my knife skills are only going to improve to like X amount, and then it's going to be like, yeah, we kind of nice attempts. Same thing when I was playing guitar. I only got so good, and they're like, well, you can either choose to get really good, or you can just sort of, and I was like, and then I stopped. I was like, I should leave some for the top, and then I was like, why? It's tuna salad. Or mackerel salad. I guess I could because it's pretty. Alright, put some to the side so it's pretty. All about presentation, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's, you know, about as much onion as for now. Because I'll probably want more later. Oh, hi Danny. Sorry, I didn't see the top. Thanks. I don't know. I'm being a goof, but you're right. I don't know. I think mackerel is pretty sexy. Like my goal is to make sardines and mackerel and like, you know, the fish that everyone's like, ew, why would you eat that? It's like cheap and gross. Dude, they're so beneficial. Like, yeah. Anyway, they taste great and you can do a lot of fun things with them, and in some ways they're actually a lot better than tuna. But apparently not so great if you have gout, and I know if any of you guys come from my beer material, then that's probably not the best. But you can't spell smack without mackerel. Wait, did I just say smack without mackerel? Oh, Freudian slip there. I meant to say you can't spell snack without mackerel, but given that snacks are my smack. Yeah. And I trust myself with a knife. Yay. Okay, what was I getting? Oh, nutritional people, they're lentils. Not that. Where'd my nooch go? Oh shit, I probably left it in my bedroom. That happens a lot, actually. Nope, it's back here. Nooch. And I'll save that idea for another day. Okay. I think that's all I need from here for now. I don't know, do we go Dijon or spicy brown? I'm gonna pull them both out just in case. And, you know, I shouldn't stand in front of the fridge like this, so I'm trying to think as quickly as humanly possible. Okay, and, well, maybe. I've gotten like weird with my fish salads lately. I'm trying not to like overspice them because I used to pretty badly. I was just like, put every flavor in there. And I was like, man, it just kind of tastes like I dumped my spice cabinet into my food, which is basically what I did and what I still do sometimes. So really learning to accentuate each individual flavor. Love them for what they are. Just like you said, sir, every onion has its place. I really like that. I want to put that on like a t-shirt. Like, or every pineapple has its place too. Granted, pineapples are, I guess they're mostly the same unless they're the baby pineapples, which are so cute. Am I going to have any more scraps? Potentially. I'm going to wait on the lemon, and I'm going to go for the mackerel first. I try to do the fish early, usually with like, oh, that's the other thing I needed. I honestly hate this thing. It was really cute, so I was like, yeah, it's like the things I have in the restaurants, and I'm like, yeah, this thing makes a mess. And I cannot count how many times I've spilled on myself or over the counter or in my friggin' cabinet. And I'm like, no more. You are cute. But there are a lot of things that are cute that are definitely not particularly useful. So this is one of them. No offense. Radio, selfish. I don't like sharp objects, especially to fly in your face if you're not careful. Okay. I was trying to rinse my like fish tins out just because, yeah. It doesn't get rid of all the smell, like when you put it in the recycling, which I hope y'all are recycling. What? That's true. That, I don't know. I can't imagine. I would probably be like on the other side of the room or something. I don't know. That, like, the only smack I'm into are like sugar smacks, and even then I'm like, that's very sweet. Thank you. Um, it's annoying. I have this thing like supposed to be up the entire time, but it doesn't. And then, now you're. I always appreciate your jokes. The onion one. Oh, no, dude, I'm grateful you're here. You're hilarious. So if I'm entertaining you, dude, then I'm doing something correctly. Um, and I was gonna say, well, my Tinder bio, which I only have had as of like 3 days. No, yeah, 3 days ago. I started. First time I've been on Tinder. First time I joined Bumble. I was like, what are dating things? 'Cause I haven't been on a dating app since OkCupid was a thing, and that was 8 or 9 years ago, maybe something like that. 7 years ago. Okay, I'm not gonna add the oil yet. I definitely will add some because it's nice. But I need a spoon. Wait, hang on. Spoon. Yeah. But it's kind of bizarre to me because you don't really get a whole lot of information about people. I found it. Too easy to take your time up and really not worth it, honestly. Like, but it's been a short period of time, but at the same point, it's like I'm fairly specific about the stuff I'm into and interested in, so it's like I'm doing my best to be open-minded. I'm like, okay, you know, I'll go out with people that I think I might vibe with, and yeah, I've had several dates since then, and it's been interesting. It's stuff to write about, right? So, but I'm not convinced that I want to spend a lot of time on there right now, just because. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I remembered. We're adding peas to this. Oh, I forgot. I'm so excited about that, and I never get excited about peas, except I've just started to. And now I have all this shit in front of my microwave, and I need to microwave the peas. So, this is how you cook with Ari. She takes forever because you don't have shit organized. But she ain't. Anyway, and when you sing songs yourself half the time too, though, right? I've not. Ooh, that's starting to smell interesting when you leave it out for a second. One of these days I'll get to. Oh no, I think I was smelling the fish actually. Alright. Oh ho, I can reach the microwave now. Also, today was supposed to be cleaning, but I found out after I set all of this up that someone, I'm assuming because a while back we'd had a maid service come in, because we were like, okay, we just kind of need to do an overhaul real quick. So I don't know if it was them, because usually they bring their own products, or maybe, I have no idea. Or maybe it was me when I was like trying to drunk clean something. But I was like, man, I don't clean when I drink. So I was like, I think I remember using it. I don't know. But I was bummed because it was the only stuff that was like not gonna, it doesn't freak my skin out. I was like, damn it. Anyway, we're making peas. And I'll clean the stove hopefully tomorrow. I mean, my whole plan was like, stove, I was, oh yeah, I can just like lean over, clean the stove, and then I'll just be like, entertaining myself, entertaining other people, hopefully. Nope. I do have another. 1, 2. I really didn't like peas growing up. At all. In fact, I didn't like peas until maybe last week. No kind of peas. That's a big, it doesn't fit through the peel. Pardon me, folks. I did mark this for adults. I didn't make it restricted. Yeah, see, this is why I crack myself up. I'm gonna, about a cup of these. I guess that's technically a mug of, well, a mug is a cup. A cup is not necessarily a mug. So, okay. And then peas get a little bit of water apparently, and they like, I don't know, steam themselves or something. They're pretty self-sufficient for a vegetable. Or a legume, I don't know what. Peas are a vegetable or a legume? And are legumes technically vegetables? Oh, should I get water? Alright. I'm gonna put a little bit of mayo in it, probably. Because I don't want to put like a... Oh, vinegar. Do I want rice vinegar or... No, red wine. I'm so teeny. Not a good idea to put that there. Or in front of the microwave that I use. One day I will have a kitchen that will just be... There'll be so much space and then I'll need someone following me. They'll be like, oh god, no, it's just... Yeah, some people have sous chefs and I'll just need a lot of help. So, into the microwave for like, I don't really remember what you're supposed to do and I could have looked at the instructions, but let's just say, a minute, wait, no, that's not a word. A minute and 48 seconds. Because I like to be special. Soy sauce. I'm watching you. Oh, this isn't quite as Miyazaki as it was. That's good. I enjoy pepper jazz. I'm so excited. You can like mash peas into fish, and so this is actually kind of a, I don't know. If you don't load it up with crackers, it's definitely low carb. Not low sodium, so if you have high blood pressure, like most of my meals, please ask me for a low sodium version and I'll try and figure out something more flavorful. Because in that case, you have to really use a lot of different herbs and stuff. And you can't always make it exact, but there are certain things that will bring out saltier flavors that are not exactly salt, which is cool. My favorite being flat leaf Italian parsley, which I mention basically every time I'm on here. Caraway also. Caraway. Caraway is an acquired taste, I would say, though. That's stuff on rye bread. Okay. And my lemons are over there. Oh, and I still have mustard, too. Okay. I kind of want Dijon. I don't know, because Maxwell's got... Actually, I'm going to taste it very, very briefly. So it'll go nicely with the lemon and the green onions. If I was using red onion, I would consider using a bit of the brown too, and I still may. I can just eat it like that, dude. Like, I'm pretty easy when it comes to fish. I'm ready! Probably not, actually. They probably need a decent amount of time. Switching to a smaller testing spoon. Oh wait, but I still need a smashing spoon. Right. Huh. Smashing spoon in the... Smashing spoon in the what? What would you guys say? In the somethings from something? Alright, and I actually want them to be kind of mushy, or at least as cooked as I can get them. Okay then. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mackerel, for giving your life for me. Like, I think I pissed him off or something. Or her, or him, or... Oh gosh, now that I... No? Because there were different fillets, so at least they aren't, like, ground. Because I don't want to think about that. Alright, then. They get another 48 seconds. They get 40 seconds, actually. Because they were kind of hot. I don't mind leaving like a piece of cilantro or something occasionally and then like wiping up the end, but fish is a different story. Actually add a little bit of this oil because I do want it kind of creamy, but I don't want it like super fishy. Tablespoon of mayo. I don't like the super creamy ones. They kind of burst me out like that, actually. Yeah, so. And if you have not a butter churn, I mean, if you have that, that's awesome, because I've always wanted to see a real one and do it, and then it's like after, what, a minute, I'd be like, this is great exercise, but I'm not exactly having fun anymore, so unless I'm making whipped cream and we're gonna put that on delicious things, like, not particularly interested. Not a plunger, a potato masher. The wiggle, 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 that thing. Way better than what I'm doing, especially because you're gonna be squishing peas. Basically in anything masher, probably good. Or they come in the round version too, with that looks like a racer, I think. So, but whatever you enjoy smashing with, I'm sure will be efficient, or not efficient if you enjoy taking a really long time. So, as you see fit. I hope that's not too loud. That's probably kind of loud. Peas, how are you doing? You're rather hot. I'm a pea. I'm hot. I'm going to taste you. You're probably going to burn my tongue. A little bit. I kind of hate cooking them to death because I feel really guilty about that. But they're not done. You must cook more. 47 seconds. That'll make all the difference. Also, I haven't checked this just in case. Oh, yay. Let's see. Oh, yes, very much. Flash advertisement, that's a good way of putting it. 25 meters tall, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, Danny, you are fabulous. See, that's the thing. If someone has like a hilarious profile, I'm way more like likely to be like, oh cool, I want to talk to you. Yeah, and yay, red wine vinegar, right? So, yeah, I dig funny. And my problem with dates, honestly, is I think part of it is they definitely haven't had the same sense of humor that I do, and I was like, girl, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it really, huh, thank you folks for helping me think about that, because I didn't realize, yeah, the several I went on, I was like, ooh, we are not really laughing at the same things at all, or not actually laughing. Maybe a little bit of laughter, but not really. Okay. Red wine vinegar. I have to be careful because I'm adding the lemon, so I don't want to add a ton. But I do like it kind of acidic. And in that case, you just add more mayo, right? That might be too much, but whatever. I'll balance it out. That's one thing I don't enjoy doing, though, is taking like excessive amounts of time rebalancing stuff. Like the day I ruined my wonton soup with vegetable stock. No, sorry, it was a ginger soup, not wonton. No, yeah, it was a ginger miso base. What am I looking for? A spoon. Not that spoon. Another little spoon. Mon petit. What is it? Cuillère, cuillère? I always forget. It might be both in one's spoon and one's teaspoon. Totally a possibility. I need to get more Dijon mustard, but you'll be perfect for this. And actually what I have been known to do is save these and then mix salad dressing in them. Because then you just get the rest of, you basically start with the mustard and then you add to taste. And those tend to come out really, really well. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So yeah, if you enjoy being adventurous with salad dressings and whatnot, I highly recommend trying that yourself. It is amazing. And then when you pickle stuff, you have a bunch of jars. So. Okay. Yeah, in the fridge. I don't know if I want to lunch. I'm gonna put it back, I think, for now. Nope, that was what I wanted for the lentils. Also, let's see how my little guys are doing. Oh! Well, they smell really lemony. And they look pretty soft. I definitely won't lick them like raw though, because I did that with the other thing. I mean, I guess I could. Hopefully I won't die. Like just tasting it once when the batter's almost done. We'll see. I always say if I drop dead on here, at least y'all are, you know, at least you'll get a show. What was I gonna do? Oh, lemon. Actually, I should be careful before I have way too much acid. Really good. I just want to whatever. Man, even 1 tablespoon of mayo makes it like way too creamy for me. That's crazy. Okay, so definitely need and more soy sauce too. Watch, I'm totally gonna end up adding the other onion here. You're like, why didn't she just chop it all to begin with? She only has like 2 onions left. And I'm gonna add 1 wedge. Wedge, or wedge. Oh, wedge. I don't think that's how most people juice their lemon wedges. Oh well. I just kind of like massage it out. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna use it all anyway. I might actually use some of the rind in there too. I don't have a zester or like a grater somehow. Going on 2.5 years and someone that eats a half pound of cheese a week, or used to. It's not that bad anymore. I really like Swiss cheese. Actually, I really like most cheeses. Except for this one that I don't dislike. I mean, I do. That's why I call it. You know, Ari eats almost anything. Or almost everything. I can never remember what I even call my own shit. Sorry, my own stuff. Yeah. Get all the lemon off. What was I doing? Mixing it. Mix the mustard. But yeah, I think it's good. And, you know, I don't trust anyone that cooks and won't taste their own food. Kind of like, I don't know. The one thing I'm kind of torn about is sober bartenders, because I have an incredible amount of respect for them. But at the same time, I feel like you can't hone your craft and literally be the best you can be unless you're able to taste what you're doing. So I'm sort of like, you could definitely be an amazing bartender, but I don't know if you could do it all based on like scent. So anyway, that's a little different. I want some of that. Did I already have more soy sauce? I think so. Hang on, you know what? I don't know how much I want of this. And so this is why I should really make twice as much as I actually want, because I end up tasting so much that 1, I'm never hungry when I'm done cooking. And I'm seldom hungry when I'm done cooking. But 2, I take lots of bites. I don't know, I forgot where I was going with that. I take lots of bites. That should be a shirt for me. That would actually be kind of a cute, like, vampire thing. Probably shouldn't do this over the food I'm making. As in, don't do that. Okay. So to me that was almost, it was an imperceptible amount. So I'm going to add it anyway, because even just a tablespoon of that gives me all the B vitamins I need for today. And also that needs pepper really badly and salt. Look how. I'll put garlic salt in there, but I will not use regular garlic in it. I'm really weird about when I actually use real garlic in for stuff. Some fish things I don't do it with, and like cold salads, and then not in my omelets. I don't know why. Garlic in my omelets is like, probably not. I mean, that's not to say if someone did like a French style one with some kind of, you could convince me. And I'd still totally eat it. What am I looking for? I don't remember. I want, oh, pepper. Spicy. Oh, actually not this one. I keep a couple kind of garlic salts. This is, I mean, this is like the OG stuff. It has sugar and parsley in it, which is part of why it's so good. Yeah. So I have to be careful. I would just put this on, well, my favorite stuff to put this on is dirty rice. It's great. And it's not that there, or that there. Ah. Oh, I was like, no, where'd my music go? Actually, wait, I'm gonna save this for later. Sugar. Oh, I should add the peas. That will change the texture and dynamic as well. Oh, so pretty. It looks like, I don't know actually. It looks like someone puked up lunch and it was still chunky and then they put that vomit powder over it and it just turned off. Welcome to Cooking with Ari, where you're more likely to lose your appetite than get one. Or, sorry, gain one, get one. That's not entirely true. Maybe it is, I don't know. Don't listen to me. Or listen to me. No! My little dudes, don't go! Alright, well, the residual moisture will be good for whatever mixing. That's what it looks like. Like, nooch is not the prettiest stuff. If you guys, well, here, I'll show you real quick. You can see it come out, but it looks like that quick stuff, the stuff they use to stop pets' nails from bleeding into it. Nutritional yeast. Ta-da! It's like in little flakes. And it smells kind of like Parmesan. Okay. I'm like starting to forget what I've added, so I'm like, well, it'll taste alright. Smash the peas into the fish. I don't know why I started craving like the peas in the mackerel, but I don't know. It's a really nice combination. I don't say that about peas, or at least I do now. I still am not willing to put them in my macaroni yet. Maybe if I blend them first. But I kind of actually like the texture of the peas, not 100% mashed, just kind of like mostly mashed. I've never achieved the mushy pea thing. I've never tried, to be fair. I don't know, how do the British do the mushy pea thing? Like, do you just overcook the hell out of them? Like, I'm sure there's an easier way to do this with something. Like a mortar and pestle, which I don't know why I don't have. Because I don't have a cheese grater either. Nice, because then it gets all like soft. This might have been a too high pea ratio for some people. And also peas aren't like super low in carbs, so you can totally omit them or add like celery or something if that's your jam. I am not a celery person unless it's in a Bloody Mary, and then I'm okay. And I suppose if it came with peanut butter, I'd eat it, but I still just want the peanut butter, so. Or the cream cheese, maybe not the raisins, I don't know. I'm working on appreciating raisins as an adult. As an adult. Also, I need to make sure I'm wrapped up by 5:10ish my time, 5:15ish my time, and I'm on Pacific Standard Time. So we'll see how far I get with the crackers. I can at least show you guys how I made the batter. Basically, after that, it's put it in the oven, take it out of the oven, And if you have a wire rack, put it back in the oven on that. Otherwise, bake them for longer and, you know, we'll see how my second batch comes out. Now, do I need more? Let's see. I'm going to guess what I'm going to need. Probably more sugar. Oh, definitely red pepper flakes, which I need to get more of. I mean, still put sriracha in here, but you have to be really careful with this stuff because then everything tastes like sriracha. Oh, it's just if it was on celery, like, I would be way more interested in the peanut butter than the celery. Not that most people probably wouldn't, but it's just celery is really not one of my favorite things in the world. I don't know what it is. Like, I recognize it's got a lot of health benefits, and it's, you know, some people find it really tasty. Like, this is how some people think cilantro tastes like soap. It just doesn't work for me. Okay. Ooh, alright, definitely didn't need more salt, so that's good. And needs lemon, more olive oil, but not the fishy flavor. Wait, do I want olive oil or mayo? Maybe both. I don't know, I'm just not feeling the like heavy mayo business. So because, a lot more pepper. Because I don't have oil and zest, I'm just going to take the lemon rind and chop it like super, super tiny. Because once I made something where I didn't chop it super tiny, and then you get like chewy chunks of it, and it's really not a pleasant culinary experience for anyone, or gustatory experience, pardon my English. And I don't know. I think. Oh no, and it disappears. I don't know why it does that. That's so obnoxious. Crunchy one, that's funny. No. I think I'm pineapple, not a cucumber. I mean, cool, it's a cucumber. I don't know. Cucumbers are pretty cool. And they're delicious, and they go great in dips as like part of the dip and or part of, you know, the thing you dip it in. Like, I really, at one point when I was being super lazy for lunch, I would straight up just bring a whole cucumber and like a dip. Just stick it in a bowl and just. I'm very grateful I did not have anyone in the office with me at that time because I just don't think that's really a classy way to do it, but it definitely saves time in the morning or just whenever from prepping. Because nature prepped it for you, right? Well then, and everyone that, and all the things that go into agriculture, so. Yeah, but basically, I would not prep it. It's pretty lazy though. I feel like this isn't in far enough. This would suck if it went. Because why do I get the feeling it wouldn't land on its feet like a cat? Why do I get the feeling I'm going to regret I didn't use more lemon zest? We'll see. I need to start making recipes according to my mood. Because one of the reasons I haven't really written them down is I'm always in the mood for something different. Or usually. Maybe I should just have like a base recipe. And then be like, well, if you like this, this, and this. That's a concept. Which they already kind of do that anyway. Oh, it smells so good in here. If I had fresh mint, I would be adding that. Or even if I had dried, well, I don't know. I assume you can get dried mint. I've never, I guess I've never looked. Yeah, mint's one of those flavors that's kind of hidden for a lot of stuff. Both dip and yes, precisely. Both dip in. That sounds kind of naughty, like it's a dip and dipper. Oops. Actually, forgive me. Right. 1 second. I just want to check something really quick. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll do. I'm never sure if I set these things up correctly. It's like I'm not completely technologically inept, but I'm not really at all, I take that back. That's what I wanted. Onion powder. Oh, and actually I have, now that I think about it, chopped onions. But I don't know if these are going to be like, they're brand new, too coarse to put in here, so let's find out what the texture is like. Whoa. Come on. Should probably put this back on. Onions, yay! If you guys have not had Trader Joe's chili onion crunch, it is like crack. Like that stuff is, that's the smack snack. Like, huh, yeah, it's bad. Also, I'm like, I shouldn't make this here, but part of me's like, I might want a fishier flavor if I do like dilute it too much. So, we'll see. I like the song, it's very soulful. I feel like I should be, you know, like pining over a lover while I'm just like sobbing into my mackerel salad. Just like, fine. I'll just cook myself into oblivion and forget about you. I don't know, is this, it sounds like Georgia on my mind or whatever, but I'm also pretty bad with song titles. Especially older ones where I'm like, I recognize the melody. Okay. Cool. There's some unsmashed peas in there. I feel like this needs to be broken down a little more. It's kind of thick. I'm thinking. Oh, actually. I might combine them. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try apple cider. No, I'm gonna do rice because it's fish. I'm gonna do rice. Okay. I'm gonna try it with these now. It definitely needs more onion powder. And what did I say? My stuff ends up tasting like the whole spice rack. But I'm just like, it's unbalanced. The same thing with my soups. And those have been getting a lot better. That was sparingly. This is going to be like... I'm like almost scared because the second you add too much of this, oh man, does it take forever to try and fix that, and sometimes you just can't really. Yep, that's actually all I'm gonna put in. That's like maybe half a teaspoon, not even. Because I already have soy sauce in there, but the tamarind in that is really what sets it apart and it changes the food. Rice vinegar also will change things pretty drastically, so hazard caution there. I should have covered my mayo. Yeah, not that there's like anything, but okay. And also, most people probably wouldn't just like add and you know, go for it, but that's how I cook. All the acid tends to like break the peas and the fish down, so it gets nice and soft eventually. Without all the mayo, it's just a lot of like squishing. And the other thing I brought out that I wanted to try, there are a couple things: garam masala, caraway, and burikake. That was ground coriander, so hopefully that's okay. I'm gonna try it with the garam masala first. This will also make your stuff taste just like this, so really be careful there. You have to like really want this, or only add a tiny bit so you get a hint of the flavors from it. Also an option, I'm not doing that over that in case this is horrible. That's a lot. It's really good. This has cloves in it, which I don't actually have, and I don't have allspice for some reason. Those are two things that I'm missing. Yeah. Ooh. Hang on, I'm gonna try it without it because that's all that's gonna taste like. It's good. It's really good actually, but kind of like curry. Curry just tastes like curry. Good curry, but nope. I'm sticking with macaroni. Is it delicious? That's a lot brighter. I want. Ta-da! I'm also starting to get full. I'm like, oh man, why did I eat those lentil crackers earlier? Because I wasn't planning on doing this. I was planning on cleaning. Oh. Always add cayenne. I mean, if you can. If you can, there's a joke there somewhere that I failed to make. I failed to deliver, rather. It's just not moist enough for me. Right. How do I want to do this? I'm just not sure about the mayo. If I had like Greek yogurt, I'd be okay with that. Also, because plain Greek yogurt isn't sweet, mayonnaise is one of those, depends on the mayo you use. Is it light? Is it this? Is it whatever? And I totally did not get, Hellmann's is the one I usually use, just because I guess that's what I was raised on, and I like the flavor. Japanese mayo is also delicious, but that's pretty sweet. And this one's just good, it's just a little different. It's not what I'm used to. So now I'm going to try it with, hang on, you know what, I'm just going to dump this. Actually, no, I'm going to try it first, because this is mostly sugar. It's almost gone, but I was like, you know what, this could use a little bit of sugar. Be brave, be brave. Oh. Mostly I just need to get rid of this. And not needed sugar anyway. So now it has maybe two teaspoons of sugar in this, maybe. Tastes like full. Okay. that is heinously cold. I embrace Earl Grey in all its forms, but it'd be better if it was cold. Oh, hang on. So, what are you guys doing over here? Oh, you're nice and soft. Okay. So, time check. 51. Okay, so it's got to be almost 4 o'clock, right? Or Pacific Standard Time, I assume. Or wherever y'all are, I can probably figure it out, depending on. Cool. So, definitely sweet enough, I think. You know what? Do not do this in large amounts, but a quick wiggle. That's okay. Maybe even less of a wiggle than that, but it's still good. Probably work with broccoli too. Like the florets. I don't know if I'd use the stems. Well, no, you could, because you might want to. You could like, maybe if you blended them or something, but that might be a little weird. Like super finely chopped. I mean, the point is to have it be almost sort of like a homogeneous mash. So basically, anything you can squish. Oh, like steamed broccoli would work. Like steamed broccoli. Only in Minecraft, right? The last thing I was gonna try was caraway, because I'm caraway curious. So let me get caraway. And also it just doesn't really go on food or butter. Once again, absolutely delicious, completely fits the flavor profile. However, now it just tastes like a tuna sandwich on rye, which is delicious. Like it's a mackerel salad on rye. So if you want to go with the carbless option, actually, that would be a kind of cool way of doing a tuna melt. If you just put your caraway actually inside it and then you pan fry it. You could even just do like a Parmesan crust or something. I might have to try that. Definitely don't add the peas though. You'd have to use one of the other aforementioned veggies. So I think, folks, we're really getting back to the. I should have just stuck with simple initially. That's okay, because I've gotten to taste all these things, and now I know I really just want more lemon, I think. Lemon zest is one of my. You know what? Actually, I take that back. If I want more lemon, I'm not going to add zest. I'm just going to add more lemon. More seeds. Goodbye, little seeds. Get out. Get out. Get out. Squish. That was really satisfying. I personally don't mind the pulp in my food. I love pulp. Like, yeah. I don't know if I'd be able to. Well, I guess we would just have to get our own orange juice. Not that I buy orange juice, but I was like, could I date someone if they were a pulp or not pulp person? I was like, yeah, I could. But I don't know, man. I don't know what that says. Maybe they don't like that it gets stuck in their teeth. Who knows? I feel like my hands are insanely clean after. Oh, lemon. Oh yeah, much better. Okay. Let's see again. the difference between this and tuna, really. Like, really, at all, actually. Which is kind of cool and kind of a bummer, because at that point I'm like, then why am I using mackerel if it doesn't taste like mackerel? Well, okay. It's a little different. I'm gonna add a little more of this, because I'm kind of craving more of the fishy flavor, and then... yeah. I think that's it on that. Okay. Alright. Now, for a real test, put more pepper. I'm gonna try one of my former lentil crackers on it. What I'm making will be kind of similar. Ta-da! So, don't mind my poor little crackers. They're really doughy, which is why I wanted to try it again. Because I think actually if I'd flipped them, they might have come out okay. So we'll see. But as of right now, I'm just gonna kind of spoon this on there. That's actually pretty nice. These are pretty tomatoey. I should have made them a little bit sweeter for crackers, I think. Although some people would like that. Okay, I'm gonna try one more. And then I'm gonna stop because, yeah. It would actually make like a good sandwich filling with this. Because I was thinking about turning it into pancakes if I cannot get it to be cracker shaped. Or, pardon me, like flat enough to be cracker-esque. It's good. It's quite good, actually. Okay. Well, I'm going to get plastic wrap for this and put it in the fridge. After I have one more bite, it's delicious. And I'm happy with my culinary creation. Wow, man, yeah. You really can't tell the difference, dang. Interesting, I can't even really taste the peas completely. It's more of like a, I don't know, you're just gonna add to the fish texture. It's cool. I'm adding a little bit more cayenne and more chocolate. I take that back. I'll mix it up later. I was like, it's just not spicy enough, and it's not enough. Why am I doing it like that? Or I'll just leave it topped like that. Okay, cool. Good thing we have half of these out because I'll be using them for the lentils too. And these come back out because I actually did need to chop them anyway. Oh well. Okay, so lentil crackers. I'm going to rinse these off because they're super salty. They're probably pretty citrusy. Whew. What am I smelling? You stick. be fine. Alright, so these are definitely not as soft as you want them. It's been like, what? Yeah, so it's been a tiny bit over an hour. I only did them right before I got on here. But we're going to throw them in the blender anyway. So, here we go. That's still a lot of water in them, damn. Let's see if I can get it out now. Yeah, I just need to cook these. I really am wondering if lentils do something with acid. Like, half of me wants to go Google it. Is it bad to mix raw lentils with an acid? Oh no, because it's soak them and then you're supposed to add them. Oh, whatever. Whatever. So because I'm doing a half batch basically, it's like 1 tablespoon roughly of, well, this might have been your shit stuff. Cool. There's this too, this is, yeah, a half coat. Onion powder. Pepper. This is like the sister version to our snack. Onion. What did I need? Oh, right. So I'm doing. I'm going to use some lemon zest in there. Yeah, because I'm putting harissa paste in this, and that is, it's kind of, it's like a red pepper paste from, I believe, Northern Africa. Really good stuff. Oh, I was like, what am I smelling? It's the combination of the onion powder on that. Interesting. That is like intense. You guys, That's what happens when you get creative in the kitchen. I am the experiment. That should be good. I am not going to do these or I'm not going to taste this, so that'll be interesting. Ta-da! Traditional Tunisian harissa. Oh my gosh. Hot chili pepper paste with herbs and spices. Has actually not very much sodium in it, or at least, yeah, not a ton. Oh, it does have a little bit of garlic in it, and this has a little oil too. Here's my teaspoon. Nice. I think I used like, let me see. I haven't had this in a while. spicy. Harissa is pretty bitter. So if you have ever had it at like a kebab place, they usually mix it with like sugar, mayo. If you have like a harissa sauce, probably not straight up paste. Like, woo! Yeah, that's gonna get a decent amount of sugar. Actually, probably also use honey. I mean, I'm sure you can use honey. Maple syrup. Maple syrup I wouldn't use for this particular version. I personally just like this coconut sugar. So that's, that's probably too much. These will be interesting. Ooh. I'm actually going to do honey and that. The lemon should help with the honey. I'm actually gonna add other lemon because I don't think that's enough lemon. Oh, I forgot. So the most important part of this one is you straight up just put chunks of garlic in it, and oh my gosh, my house smells so good. Like, really, really good. I walked over there and I was just like, what is that amazing smell? And I was like, Ashley, that's me. I was all excited. Wash Mr. Lemon. So, like a tablespoonish, because I'm putting honey in too. I mean, you can always add more. I totally have been known to put honey on my crackers. Well, that's not weird or anything. What did I do the other day? I like honey and sunflower seeds and chocolate. That's fun. Oops. What is open? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And hopefully that'll be enough. Harissa paste go bye-bye. I need to get some of this stuff out of my way because it's driving me a little nuts. Doing over here. This is a blender, not a food processor, so I really can't put too much like chunky stuff in it, basically, because it'll get really sad. You don't want to make it really sad. So, Mediterranean lentil chips, at least Mediterranean attempted style. I did see plenty of recipes to use like lentil flour or stuff like that, but I just don't get the impression most people have access to lentil flour. I've never even heard of it, and then I was like, oh, that makes sense that they have it, but I was like, if it's not something that I'm used to seeing in stores, I can't imagine most people are. I need to put this mayo away. I don't know why I saw it out. I'm not going to use it in that. Sorry, mayo. And just for fun, I'm going to add a tiny bit of, this is leftover juice from beets and a vinaigrette. It does have a tiny, well, it's got a little bit of sugar, but it's mostly just like vinegar, a little bit of oil, and yay, leftover beets, so it just makes it pretty. Also, it'll help my poor little blender, like, make it through. I need to get stuff that's not that is reusable. It makes me feel better. Okay. I don't remember. Did I put chopped onion in there? Maybe. Well, I can probably put more. How about that? I think I did. It'll be great. Go. Trying to remember what else it told me to put in there. Oh, she used turmeric. That's right. Turmeric and something else. Well, I also want to do that though. Not that turmeric's really a bad idea so much as I don't know. We'll see. Use like 4 garlic cloves. I hate when you have wet hands and like the papery garlic is in it. Oh, my scalp. I don't know if I should put citrus in there. I'm thinking no. Actually, I have been saving my citrus for separately. I forgot. Part of me wishes that like I wanted to use the pre-peeled garlic, but then when I have used it, like it's nice to have around the house, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, no, I want it to be fresh. This is okay. Boil all the bad crap off, right? I don't know. Never done it. Oh. I don't know about you, mister. You're kind of icky looking. Sorry, buddy. Oh yeah. It's about dinner time for most of y'all. Ooh, oh, this is a sick little garlic. Poor guy. Man, that's not good. I have a bunch more, but I wanted to use these. Bummer. Well, now I'm kind of like, should I save the scraps on this? That's alright then. These look okay. Actually, no, I'm not gonna save the bottom. Whatever. I won't die from this anyway. Need more garlic, apparently. Oh, come on, mister. Oh. She's so not complying with me. Hello, Mr. Heater. All right. Cool. You guys having anything exciting for dinner? It's just so moist. Oh, thank you, Paranormalis. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I very much appreciate that. Sorry, I don't always see these as they go by. If you like my work on page, or if you like my work on Reddit, the better stuff on my Patreon. Well, actually, I want to say that. Well, that's not true. The more comprehensive stuff. But I do try and do a decent amount of like free, not free. Cause yeah, I just gotta pay my cell phone bill. You know, right? That's kind of important. Who doesn't like garlic? Probably people that are allergic to it. They might still love it. It's dark so early. It's only like 4 something. So I'm getting the sense my things start to fall. Well. Alright. So basically, once I'm done adding spices, we're just gonna blend this, throw it on a, what's it called? A sheet pan? Oh, I should probably preheat the oven. Huh. That would be helpful. Oh, for goodness sake, get off of here. I don't know. There we go. I don't remember. Only because this is not a food processor, I'm pre-chopping these, otherwise you don't have to. I just don't want to make it work harder than it needs to. Oops, I left a peel on that one. Okay. So, trying to think of anything I forgot to put in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of nutritional yeast just because that's my jam. Oh, I was gonna add those green onions, that's right. Yay, malt powder! I mean, that whole thing kind of looks like not so good right now. I'm sure it'll be great. Cool, okay, let's see how it smells. Actually pretty good. I'm gonna throw these in there and then we should be good to go. Honestly, like worst case scenario, if they're not sweet enough, I could make like a glaze for them, and then when I bake them the second time, because I should be safe the first time I cook them at least to try them. And honestly, it's probably just fine, and I'm just being wrong. Dang it, the second I put it away, right? You're like Billy Joe says, I just paranoid. What just go? Actually, I'm really sick of Green Day right now. No offense, Green Day, but the kid near me plays them all. At least he did. He's been real well behaved lately, so I can't be too upset. I guess I could, but that wouldn't help anybody. I don't think I could date anyone that doesn't love onions and garlic, mostly because I constantly smell like onions and garlic. I also smell like this really nice perfume while I wear, but yeah. Sorry, guys. Now it's stuck in my head. I hope I stuck under my 2 bars. I was not trying to do that. It's just I forget sometimes. Alright, hopefully this is gonna be enough. The recipe I had didn't involve using oil. They basically said use like a non-stick tray where you can, lightly grease a cooking sheet so you're not adding oil to this. I put it on parchment paper, which might have also contributed to it not getting crispy, but the top got crispy, so that's why I'm like, I should just flip it over. Anyway, my point is I just don't want to hurt the blender, so I apologize for the noise. I don't know how to mute this if it does, but I'm going to throw this in there real quick. slightly too thick for my taste, so I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil, and I'm actually gonna add turmeric because it's just good for you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna taste it, so yeah. And a tiny bit of ginger because I think it'll complement the harissa. Not too much because then everything tastes like ginger. It's still too thick. Water. So it's still a little thicker than I want. You could do it like that. I'm gonna try and get it down to not that. It's weird not tasting it. I'm just terrified of lentils. For now. It smells really good though. I am gonna give it a little bit more olive oil too. So not exactly a little calorie cracker, but it's tasty. Well, it's better than like a store-bought one actually. Add a little bit more honey if it doesn't smell sweet enough. And I think that's it. I'd soaked the lentils longer, it would have been a little bit better, but oof. Hoping I didn't put too much apple cider vinegar in there. It still smells like, I mean, it still smells. So, ta-da. I forgot to turn the oven on. I'm great. It's gonna take me a second anyway. So 375. Just, oh, goodbye. Hello, whomever was here. Ta-da. Thanks for whomever left me likes. I can't tell if that one includes me, but if not. Yeah, those definitely never crisped up. I need to work on that. No, I did. So, just want to fill up so it's my key. Parchment paper. I don't know. I'm just too worried about getting into this. This is non-stick, but I'm gonna spray it anyway. Mostly just worried if it'll make them crispy. Stay. But she does smell pretty good. That's good enough. Cool. And I made the mistake of spreading it like reasonably thickly last time. So I'm gonna now do it to where it's like, I think it's almost too thin. It's actually pretty relaxing, at least for me. That's cool enough. Okay. probably about as balanced as I'm gonna get it. At least if I'm using this. So, ta-da! Lentil crackers. This is the finished sheet pan of it, and it's gonna sit at 375 for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to flip it over and put it in for another maybe 15, and hopefully that'll come out better than my chewy ones did, because this is the texture you get. I have like red stuff on my ears. See the give it's got? It's definitely not cracker-esque. The edges will get pretty crackery, which is really nice. So that's why I'm hoping by making it a little thinner this time, it'll be better. I feel like I'm back in my waitressing days. Ding. Yeah, so thanks for joining my snack stream. Part of me is like, oh, dip. Terrible idea. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow or sometime soon I will be back with a stove cleaning stream once I go get that cleaner that somehow went missing. Ahem. That sounds terrible out of context. That cleaner that somehow went missing, that somebody used because it's clean. Oh, ding. All right, the bell calls. Thank you all for joining me. If you're not on my Patreon, please come by if you want some interesting content. At least it links to my Reddit stuff, which is all free. And on my Instagram stuff too, which is kind of similar content. And then my crazy stuff here where I'm around sometimes. So I'm gonna check to make sure there are no last comments before I depart. And thank everyone. Okay. Well, thank you all for joining, being here for the just showed up. I apologize. I'm heading out. I think you can watch the entire thing. It's all right. Oh, of course everyone shows because everyone's getting off of work now and they're like, oh, what? And here I am like, sorry folks, I'm about to sign off, partially because reviews are about to be home in a bit, and they'll be like, are you in the kitchen again? No. Then why does it smell like garlic? Vampire Awareness Month? So, all right. Thank y'all. Come check me out. Reddit, Patreon, and stuff. All linked up there. And thank you for being here. Okay. Well, thank you. Hopefully, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank y'all. We'll see. This one smells good. It's a little different. So, yay. I'll try and remember to post how my crackers came out on Reddit. So, okay. See you guys. Thank you.